Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. And today is going to be the last episode that we are working on the Cathedral. I maybe have given some of you a heart attack there. But no, today is going to be the last episode. I hope, that we're working on the Cathedral in preparation for our episode 100 world download. We don't have a whole lot left to do. Basically, I just need to detail out this wall and that little bit up there. These I did off camera between episodes. Oh, and we need to detail out these two sides as well. And that's basically it. Other than that, we are pretty much done with the Cathedral. So I am ready to get started and finish this up. And then we also need to get in here and just terraform this a little bit, bring this hill down so it looks a bit more natural and do some of that kind of stuff. So I think that's basically all of it. I do want, I think right here, a window, maybe. I don't know. I kind of want a window here, but at the same time, we've got these windows, and I don't know that that's actually going to look all that great, because you'll be able to see inside and see that that room is completely unfinished, which you don't really notice from out here. Like, you kind of see it, but it's not really a visually... it's not something that like catches your eye and you really notice that it's not finished. But why don't we start with this little chunk right here and see what we can come up with. So I think what I'm going to do, let's grab some polished diorite and bring that down to give us like a little bit of a wall space there. And then we'll do the same here. There we go. And then I'm kind of thinking maybe here we'll do the same. That'll leave us a 3 wide gap right here. And we would just kind of bring... Oh, that was terrible. That was a horrible, horrible block placement. There we go. And I don't suppose I can reach that without pillaring. Of course not. There we go. All right, let's take a look at that. I don't really like it. Let me take a sleep. Let me see what I can get worked out over there, and I'll come back to you in a minute. All right, guys, I am back. So I decided to go ahead and remove those. I tried a couple different things, didn't really care for it. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on this chunk, and then we'll focus on this afterwards. Let's work out the sides first. So I think right here... since we've got kind of this pattern going up, I'm falling off. Since we got this pattern here where we kind of have these fences carrying down, I thought it would be kind of cool to incorporate that up here. So let's just grab a slab and plop that right there. And then I think we'll do another slab there, and then we'll bring it down. And do something like this. And maybe... Or maybe we'll go right here. And work in some fences like that. How does that look? That looks good for there. And then here we could basically just match it. So, let's see. There. Fence. Fence. And let's get over here where we can actually see this side. And it looks like we'd have a slab there and a slab here. Is that right? No, it's not. This slab goes... Well, actually, we would have a slab there anyway. But this one would go here. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That'll do. Okay, so now we need to work out this chunk, and this is an even numbered little bit here, so I'm thinking maybe we'll do something... Ooh, actually, what if we did this to kind of bring those down? And then up here, we basically do the opposite. So it would kind of come like that. Was it full block in between? Like so. And then basically call that good. That's very simple detailing compared with a lot of the rest of the cathedral, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, especially since this is kind of the backside of the cathedral that you're not really going to notice too much. I don't like that little lighting glitch there, but I think I could probably get over it. As an alternative, let's try this. Let's tear these out. And instead of doing it right there, let's try bringing it down. Oh, but then we get a lighting glitch up there. Although we could fill that in like so. And do that. And that could work. How's that look? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then we could maybe find a way to work a little bit of color into that in a couple of spots. Or, just really simple, do... Oh, come on. Oh, no, that's a half block. Okay. Do I have a full block up here somewhere? Like that? I don't know that I'm going to like that, though. Let's just see. Yeah, that I don't really care for so much, just because the lack of symmetry bothers me. So maybe we will go back to this. And instead of that, and let's see, so we had up here, like that, we could do something like this. And then we have fences here, and we go back to this, like so. And we could potentially even do something like that. How's that look? That's not bad. I think I want to remove those two. And of course I can't quite reach that one. Isn't that just typical? And maybe put full blocks there instead. Yeah, that'll do. I like that. Okay, so now let me replicate this over on the far side, and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, I'm back, so that's taken care of. Now we need to work on this, and this is going to be a little bit trickier. So what I'm kind of thinking is I want to emphasize the rounded nature of this, which is actually going to be kind of hard to do. So maybe right there, we bring that ring up, like so, and we bring that around, and it's also then lining up with this line right here, which I think might be good, maybe, I don't know, there's really only, it's going to be hard to say. We could also do something like that. Let's actually ender pearl to right here, there we go. We could also bring this underneath this edge right here, just to kind of add a little bit of something to kind of bring that out. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, then what we'll do is right here, I think, we'll bring this up all the way like so, and do the same right there to kind of bring that around. And that looks pretty good. Then, I'd actually kind of like to bring this up a half block so that we could put a fence here and here and do something like that. Minus that one that just fell. And of course it is, yet again, time for sleep. Night. It just always creeps up on you. Go away, zombie. Being able to one-shot those guys is quite useful. Oh, I don't have any arrows. Okay. Don't explode. There we go. And there's a creeper that might be close enough to my bedroom that I won't be able to sleep. Only one way to find out. Yeah, that's what I figured. All right. And I don't have any arrows there either? Really? Oh, hi, spider. Die, spider. This is like a recurring theme. I come out at night, and the mobs are just everywhere and out to get me. I always stay out too late. There we go. Barely got him. I actually hesitated there for just a split second, and it nearly made it so that I couldn't actually sleep. All right, let me sleep. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. All right, now let's get back to work on our cathedral that we've been working on for 70 episodes or whatever it is. All right, let's see here. Get over there. Oh, hi, Skelly. Bye, Skelly. Okay. So we've got this band that kind of wraps around like so, and I actually kind of like that. I think that's good. Oh, that's a creeper. Oh. Where did he come from? Where did he come from? I don't even know. He just like came out of nowhere. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll patch that up momentarily. That was very unexpected. I was very much not expecting that. Anyway, so we'll do this, and then here we'll put that in as well. And that creates this nice kind of band that wraps around the church, or the cathedral, or whatever you want to call it. And I think that's actually really good. And then here, we could maybe do something along these lines. If I can place this one down properly anyway. There we go. So we could do something like that. Leave this one to kind of break up that line a little bit. And then I don't suppose you... Oh, look at that. Even that one's the right distance apart for this to work perfectly. Nice. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay. There we go. So that looks good. I'm actually quite happy with that. Let's just take a look at it from over here. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. That'll work. Ignore the giant hole in the ground. In fact... Let's just patch it right now. Well, I have a minute. We'll just fill that in. Of course I'm one grass block short. One block. Typical. There we go. All right. So that's done. Now, we also need to deal with this up here. I somehow ender pearled through the roof there. Don't ask me how that works, but whatever. That's okay, I guess. And what I'd like to do up here is kind of detail this in the same way that we've detailed some of the other roofs and areas around here. So just something real simple like this could be very good. And we could maybe put a fence here and here, and then basically just call that good. Maybe up here we do something like that. But like, I think that's pretty good. Let's see. Can we get a good look at it with our elytra? Yeah, that looks great. I'm happy with that. That'll do nicely. Okay, so good progress. Very good progress. Now we just need to make this look good. This chunk here. And then that's basically it. And then we're basically done with the cathedral. So this chunk, oh, and this little bit of terraforming. All right, let me see what I can come up with for this. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I've got this all detailed out the way that I want it. And I think it looks all right. There are a couple things that I don't love about it, but at the same time, I don't hate it either. I think it's good, and really, I just want to get this project done. So we can always come back and change this up later if we want, tweak some things, change some things, but I think overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that this looks. Let's take a look at it from a distance, if we can. Get up into the air. There we go. So you can see from here, it actually doesn't look too bad. It's not too bad. I think the towers, the front of this, I think, definitely has the best overall detailing. And actually, I have to say, I totally forgot about this portion. So we need to do this as well. We need to do something in here, but I don't have any idea what that is. Maybe we go right here. We'll get rid of this crafting table. I'm just kind of making this up as I go now. Maybe we do something like that. Really, I just want you to not be able to see this. Well, I guess then again, if you can see the birch roof, it's not that big of a deal. You just need to not be able to see that transition right there, because that looks pretty terrible. Although, I have an idea. And this is probably something that should be done anyway. Let's make a fair amount of birch stairs. And I'm probably going to need some birch planks as well. And it's getting dark again. That's like 5 times since I started recording. It's getting ridiculous. Let me take a sleep. Let me try to detail out the inside of the church, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back, and I think that looks a lot better than it did. Just basically adding some stairs and and filling some of that in, that really helped, like, a lot. But we are far from finished. So, next step, let's go maybe like this. You go away. Maybe go here to make like a little bit of an entranceway, right? Kind of detail that out a little bit. And then we can kind of maybe use that as inspiration for this. And basically just have that kind of almost look like it's interlocking, if that makes sense. See what I mean? See how that kind of goes like so? And that's not bad. Now, up here, this is going to be the tricky part, because I can't cover up that window. So, and I kind of want you to be able to see the window. But then again, you don't necessarily have to see the window. So, maybe we go like that. Let's see, and that's 1 block, so that would be here. So we could potentially go there, there, and there. We could tear these out and go like that and like that. How's that look? That's not bad. That's not horrendously bad. Oh, I'm stuck in a wall. I'm stuck in a wall somewhere. I'm stuck in a wall right here. Okay. Ender pearls. Gotta love them. Okay, anyway. So here, this... Oh, good, it is. I was worried that that wasn't going to be the top of a block. But since it is... Ooh, that's going to be tricky. Can I... Aha! Let's just do something like that. And let's call this good. There we go. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Like, I'm happy with it. I think it works. And I think the cathedral is done, which is an amazing thing to say. I am so happy to be able to hear those words coming out of my mouth. Because this project, we started this so long ago. Like, ridiculously long ago. Also, that looks super poop. Let's make that... Where's my diorite? Here we go. Let's make that diorite to match the outside. And then we put the door right there. There we go. That's better. Okay. Also, I think... Well, tell you what. Let me go and empty out my chests and prepare to fill in that little... We're going to do that little bit of terraforming that we still need to do. So let me get organized. Let me get my stuff together. I'll be back with you shortly. All right, guys, I am back. So I've got everything out of my I've got my inventory all cleared out, and I've got hopefully what will be enough grass. I think it will be, because we really don't have to go down that far. We just need to basically take out this one little chunk right here, and some of it actually connects over here into this hill. So I intend to just kind of run it into that. And then it should be fine. I hope, at least. I do probably want to drop some torches down here, because this is going to need lighting. That should be enough, I think. The leaves are kind of going to get in our way, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned with them. I think we'll get rid of that birch tree as well. Are there any more trees that need chopping down? Nah, that should do it. Okay, so let's start right here. And let's just kind of work our way down. We're not going to fill in the entire thing. We're just going to kind of make a layer on top so that when creepers explode, they can make it more of a pain for us to repair, because we all enjoy that. But also because I'm kind of lazy. So we'll just bring this a couple levels out to maybe there-ish. That should be good. And then we'll go down a level. Like so. And what's ultimately going to happen, after we get this layer in, or this level in, once we have the whole thing kind of closed off, then we can go back and kind of shape it a little bit. You know, bring a little section out, bring a little section in, etc., etc. I personally prefer terraforming like this, rather than trying to get the exact right shape the first time, because I find that to be very, very difficult. It's extremely hard to kind of guess the shape or plan it meticulously. I find it a lot easier to kind of do a little bit and then take a look at it and do a little bit and so on and so forth. And we do have plenty of grass left, which is very good because we're going to need it. So we're almost down to this layer. We'll just bring that out a bit more. Like so. And then right here, we'll bring it down to the ground. And there we go. So that is now all closed off. It looks pretty terrible. So let's see if we can fix that. And actually, do I have an ender chest in my bed? No. Do I have an ender chest in my bed? Do I have a bed in my ender chest is what I meant to say. I do not. Figures. That's typical, but that's okay. Let's grab a nap for like the 8th time since I started recording this episode. Oh, man. There we go. Oh, also, I fell from a high place and I died. I was flying back from Ultum with some supplies, with some glass, and I crashed. But, yep, that's what happened. Oh well. Wasn't really a big deal because I crashed like right in the middle of town and I didn't lose anything or anything like that. So it wasn't a big deal. Just lost a couple levels, but those are very easily replaced since I have an ender. So I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, so I think right here, I think we want to kind of establish a valley. Right over here. I think I want all this filled in. Make this completely flat like so. There we go. And then I think right about here-ish is where we'll have it start kind of dropping down a bit. Like that. That seems better. Okay. And then when it comes to making this look natural, and by natural I mean like natural Minecraft generation, it's really about these curves and these edges and kind of just extending those out a little bit here and there and kind of just playing around with these angles a little bit. You want to avoid any like sharp angles of any kind. Like this one, that's pretty sharp, so we'll get rid of that. We'll maybe put one of those here. This lone random block, I'm just going to get rid of altogether because it looks terrible. But basically, anytime there's a corner, you want it to turn in the contour lines of the terrain as well. So, like, for example, let's just kind of clear some of that out a little bit. There we go. So, for example, if we look at all of this terrain generation, like here, see how all of these curves, it's like a one block turn? But then over here, we've got this where it goes 3 and comes over, and that makes this look very unnatural. So to kind of fix that, we can just do something like this. And that'll work a lot better. The other thing is these little bits where you have like kind of random holes in the ground and stuff, I would just do away with those altogether. And here, I think we're going to fill it in. Right here, because I think this will look better. If this area right here is flat. I want it to look like it's kind of gradually sloping. And then that actually looks a bit more natural. And it's okay to have a couple little, like, spots where you break your terrain rules. But you don't, I generally don't want too many of them. So I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. This I don't care for, though. So we're going to pull that back. We're going to pull that back. And then we're going to pull this back as well. And I think that looks a lot better. Or it will once the grass grows anyway. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then I'm pretty sure that that closes off the whole area underneath the cathedral. I don't think there's any more parts that are just like randomly floating. Let's double check. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that appears to be it. This, though, this is a significant issue. Let's grab some diorite. You don't want to be able to see the grass underneath when you look in these windows. Like right here. That's fine. The stone is fine. That's fine. Yeah, okay. So the rest of them are fine. It was just that one spot that I had forgotten to fill in. But all in all, guys, I think I am done with the cathedral entirely, and I think I'm quite happy with it too. This is probably the largest build in this world. The Jarl's Longhouse is pretty large as well, but this is, I think, larger and definitely has a lot more exterior detail in it. The Jarl's Longhouse also isn't completed though, so that's a thing too. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with this project and the way that it turned out. I think it looks really cool. I probably will want to add like some landscaping and stuff to it. Maybe like a courtyard or some of those kinds of things, but that's a project for another day. I am out of time for this episode. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.